Did you know that one simple question at the airport could save you hundreds of dollars or land you a premium seat for free? I didn't either until I got quietly upgraded on a basic economy ticket at age 71. The gate agent actually whispered, "Most people your age don't know about that." That moment changed how I approach travel. Because the truth is, there are at least 7 airport benefits worth thousands over the years that airlines are required to offer but rarely explain. These are not secret loyalty perks or some platinum card scheme. They're standard, often federally mandated accommodations that most mature travelers never realize they can request. Let's get right to the good stuff. I've watched too many travelers like myself, folks who've traveled for decades, struggle through airports, overpay for tickets, and miss out on comfort simply because they didn't know what to ask for. Today, that changes. Whether you're 55, 75, or anywhere in between, here are the 7 hidden airport benefits you can and should claim on your next trip. First up, wheelchair and ambulatory assistance. Don't tune this out because you're not disabled. That's the biggest misconception. You do not need a doctor's note, and you don't have to be in obvious distress. If you're after 55 and find long distances, heavy bags, or endless standing a challenge, even just on certain days, you fully qualify. At my age, I realized that standing in TSA lines for an hour was ruining my back and draining energy I wanted to save for my vacation. When you ask for ambulatory assistance at booking or check-in, you're granted priority security, an escort to your gate, help with luggage, and you board before first class. The magic phrase, "I'd like ambulatory assistance for airport navigation." No shame, no hassle, just a smoother trip and more energy saved for your vacation. Number 2, TSA's modified screening for seniors. Here's a fact hardly anyone talks about. As of July 2025, if you're 75 or older, you no longer have to remove your shoes at security. You can leave your light jacket on too. No special sign-up or fee. Just tell the TSA agent your age. At 73, I was waved through the modified line when the agent saw me struggling with my shoes. If you're a little younger but have difficulty with standard procedures, just say, "I'm over 70 and have trouble with this process." Agents have discretion to help, and most are more than willing. Number 3, hidden senior fares. Real savings, but only if you ask right. Every major US airline has unpublished senior rates, but you won't find them online, and you can't just say, "Do you have a senior discount?" You have to call and use the exact phrase, "I need to book a senior fare for a passenger over 65 to." This unlocks special inventory, sometimes 10 to 20% below the website price. I saved $400 on flights to Hawaii using this tactic. The process takes an extra 20 minutes by phone, but that's a big return for your time. Fourth, priority boarding. No documentation needed. Here's another benefit that's rarely announced. Anyone who needs extra time boarding, including mature travelers, can request it at the gate. No paperwork, no proof. Just say, "I need extra time boarding due to mobility considerations." I regularly use this and step onto the plane before first-class passengers just by asking. It's not about preference, it's about need. Number 5, comfort upgrades through strategic requests. Airlines often say, "We're full," but gate agents have considerable discretion, especially when it comes to mature travelers with legitimate comfort needs. At check-in, don't say, "I want more space." Instead, try, "I have circulation issues that require leg movement," or "I need easy aisle access for restroom visits." Without going into personal medical details, You can honestly state your needs. Often you'll be moved to an aisle seat, exit row, or even premium economy. No extra charge. After boarding, let the flight attendant know, quietly, if you have comfort needs. Sometimes premium seats open up once the doors close. I use this approach and consistently get better seats. It's all about when and how you ask. Sixth, baggage fee waivers for medical equipment. This one can save you hundreds every year if you know what counts as medical. CPAP machines, nebulizers, blood pressure monitors, medication coolers, even a separate bag for compression stockings, all qualify. These don't count against your regular luggage allowance. The key is to declare them at check-in as medical necessities, not just toss them in your suitcase. Veterans, take note. You may qualify for complete baggage fee waivers, not just discounts with most airlines. 7. Lounge access. During delays, no first class needed. During long delays or cancellations, airlines often grant lounge access to travelers with medical needs or those after 55 who ask about quiet space to rest. Don't demand lounge access. Just say, I'm a mature traveler with medical considerations. Are there any quiet areas where I can rest and take my medications during this delay? Often, the solution is access to the lounge, even if you're flying coach. It's a calm oasis when you need it most. Bonus, the international advantage. European and Asian carriers often go even further, sometimes out of cultural respect. Lufthansa gives automatic lounge access to travelers over 70 on certain international flights. Air France offers special senior meals. Asian airlines are known for going out of their way for mature travelers. But you must identify yourself as a senior or mature traveler at booking or check-in, or these extras won't be offered. On one memorable trip, I put this all together: wheelchair assistance, TSA, modified screening, senior fares, early boarding, a comfort seat, medical bag fee waived, and lounge access during a delay. I saved more than $800 and arrived refreshed, not frazzled. The gate agent said, "You're one of the few travelers your age who actually knows to ask." So, how do you take advantage? Here's your step-by-step checklist. 7 days out, call the airline's senior desk for fare quotes. At booking, request wheelchair or ambulatory assistance if you want it. At check-in, mention your age and ask what accommodations are available. Declare medical equipment for fee waivers. At security, if you're 75 plus, inform TSA. If younger, mention any difficulty with standard screening. At the gate, request extra time boarding if needed. Mention specific comfort needs to gate agents. During delays, ask about quiet rest areas or lounge access for medical needs. The magic phrases: I'm your age and traveling today. What accommodations are available for mature travelers? I need assistance with specific issue. Are there options for passengers with medical considerations? Always inquire, don't demand. Frame your needs honestly. And don't be shy. These programs exist for you, funded by decades of your ticket purchases and quite often by law. Document names of helpful staff for future trips. Let me share a practical example. On my last New York to Los Angeles round trip, the standard fare online was $600. I called the senior desk and mentioned senior fare for a passenger over 65. The quote came in at $480. I asked about baggage fee waivers for my CPAP machine, $35 each way saved. At the airport, I requested ambulatory assistance, no charge, but saved my energy. I boarded early, got an aisle seat, and after a 2-hour delay, I asked about a quiet space to take my medication. The agent granted me lounge access, $50 value. Total savings, over $200. not counting the comfort and stress avoided. Apps and tools make this even easier. I use Booking.com to search for hotels with free shuttle service for mature travelers. Many offer discounts or upgrades if you call directly and mention your age. Rome, Rio helps me plan routes that avoid long walks or stairs. City Mapper, especially in big cities, highlights accessible transit options and real-time alerts for elevator outages. A few more practical safety and comfort tips I've learned. Always pack a printed copy of your itinerary and emergency contacts. Phones lose charge. Paper never does. Bring a small wheeled carry-on instead of a heavy shoulder bag. Consider travel insurance that covers trip interruption and medical needs. At our age, a good policy can be a lifesaver for just a few dollars a day. If mobility is a concern, I request a hotel room near the elevator or on the ground floor. Booking.com lets you add this note. For health, I pack medications in their original bottles and keep a list of prescriptions in my carry-on. For safety, I stick to well-lit, busy areas and use hotel safes for valuables. Now, let's tackle one last myth: that using these benefits is somehow cheating or taking advantage. Absolutely not. These accommodations are there to keep travel safe, comfortable, and accessible for mature travelers, required by law and funded by your years of loyalty. Airlines don't advertise them because every request means extra work and cost for them, not you. So, on your next trip, try just one of these tips. Ask about senior fares, request extra time to board, or mention a medical need at check-in. Watch how your experience changes, then build from there. You've earned these benefits. They exist for you. Don't leave comfort, savings, or safety on the table just because nobody told you they were there. And if someone at the airport gives you that surprised look when you ask, just smile and remember, the only difference between you and everyone else in line is that you know how to ask. Safe travels, and see you in the lounge.